Good morning, and welcome back to the Future of History. My name's Amy Kulper. I'm an assistant professor here, and I also teach history and theory. And I want to say a special thanks to all of you for managing to get up this early on a Saturday morning and join us. I think it's a real credit to the conversations that happened yesterday that you were all able to get out of bed at this hour. As with yesterday, I want to thank Monica and John. This is an amazing moment for the school, and I was thinking last night, cycling back through all 4 of the conferences and the amazing kind of people that have been in the school. So thank you for ratcheting up the discourse here. And to the staff, to Denise, who is not here, Amber, Alicia, Jeanette, Amy, Marianne, thank you all for making this possible and for always doing the hard work that allows these connections to be made. Thanks, too, to yesterday's speakers, from whom I learned many things, perhaps most compellingly that Hegel is finally dead. It's my pleasure to introduce the speakers and themes for the operative panel, which will address issues of contemporaneity and the immediate future. This discussion will take as its point of departure Manfredo Tafori's, whom, as we learned yesterday, was one of the great fearmongers of the last 30 years, framing of operative criticism from the seminal Theories and Histories of Architecture of 1968. There he wrote, "Operative criticism represents the meeting point of history and planning. We could say, in fact, that operative criticism plans past history by projecting it towards the future. Operative histories reify the present, making it appear as an inevitable outcome of the various narratives they construct. They are histories that affect rather than simply explain historical evolution. They have vested interests in the outcomes and a shared ambition to control as much as they convey. At stake with operative histories is the potential for historical accounts to project, to predict, and to prescribe. Operative histories eschew conventional practices and known formats of dissemination, preferring to posit historical agency as a matter of degree rather than as a matter of adhering to known genres and fulfilling already anticipated disciplinary expectations." Our first speaker today will be Pierre Vittorio O'Reilly, who joins us from the Berlage Institute in Rotterdam, and will attempt to revise Tafori's critique of architectural ideology, contextualizing it through the working class struggle within and against capitalism. This recovery will not be achieved by dismissing Tafori's critical devices, but rather by making them more radical and explicit. Pierre Vittorio is also a principal in the architecture and urban design practice Dogma. Our second speaker, Anna Migliacci, joins us from MIT, where she is an assistant professor and partner in the interdisciplinary practice Project. Anna's paper will address the repurposing of architectural knowledge, the simulation of histories, and the production of temporary historical narratives through an examination of Moss' PS1 project After Party. Simon Sadler, our third speaker, is joining us from UC Davis, where he is a professor and chancellor's fellow, and his paper will consider the implications for architectural history of the surge of interest in pragmatism across numerous disciplines. Simon will argue that pragmatism establishes a dialectic between the ideal and the pragmatic in architecture that transcends the old opposition between operative history and an autonomous, disinterested history. Finally, Peter Zellner is the Future Initiatives and Cultural Study Coordinator at SCI-Arc and a principal in the design practice Zellner Plus. Peter's paper will address retroactive continuity, or retcon, a narrative device employed to undo previously established storylines utilizing the same facts. Peter's paper is advancing retcon as an operative means of re-engaging, reopening, or recuperating certain chapters in late 20th century architecture with the aim of informing the present. So without further ado, I'll ask Pierre Vittorio to join us.